of the meeting. So let us all be on time. I think most of us are actually on time. I see people here 15 minutes ago. And let's follow the time given in the agenda. Our team will be sending the agenda later so that you will know how many more minutes are we need to use for the following sessions. Next, please turn on your camera because we want to see your facial expressions and your beautiful and handsome faces. The next one, please keep your microphone on mute. Mute your microphone if you are not speaking. When it's your turn to speak, just remember to unmute your microphone. And please be fully present and have fun. Pay attention and participate actively. You can use the chat box if you want to say something or if you want to encourage our speakers or you feel you can relate to what they say. So have fun in our meeting. I will now give the control to our Vice President of Education, Toastmaster Andhyka.
Happy morning, everyone.
Happy morning.
Happy morning. Ooh, I love
Good
morning. Well, thank you all for being here. My name is Andhyka. I'm the Vice President of Education, and I'm here to open the meeting on behalf of our president due to some unforeseen circumstances. So before we begin, let me introduce you to our beloved club, SCBD Toastmasters Club. So this club is actually a right place if you want to become a better you and if you like to strive for progress. So SCBD Toastmasters Club is part of Toastmasters International, which has been established since 1924. So they have been around for almost a century now. As of now, there are 364,000 members all around the globe, spread in 145 countries, and with existing clubs of approximately 16,200. So this is a huge community. And by joining one of the Toastmaster Club, you will have an access to be connected to everyone in Toastmaster. So how does it work in Toastmaster? We have a pathway, what we call pathway, which is actually similar to a curriculum. You can select from 11 of these paths, and then you will be given some projects to complete. And then within that project, you need to deliver some speech. So it enhances your communication skill as well as your leadership skills. For further details about the pathways, you can also contact our VPM later on. And our club is actually part of the area I3 in Jakarta. I think it's in Jakarta, Division I, and also District 87. And we have chartered since 2015. So last April, we were celebrating our 16th anniversary. And we normally meet during the offline session before this pandemic happened. We have a place in Dream Hub district in SCBD. But after the pandemic happened, we meet online regularly every week at 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Jakarta time. Our vision, mission, and value, as I mentioned in the beginning, it is to serve the members to become a better themselves or a better you, and empowering the individual to strive for progress, not perfection. And SCBD also stands for structure, collaborative, bold, and determined. This is the preview of some of our meetings. If you'd like to know about our meetings, or if you'd like to register on our weekly meetings, you can go directly to our Instagram page, which is scbd.toastmaster. Or you can also register through Linktree-SCBD. So there will be so many different teams in every meeting, and also in certain times we will have outside speakers to deliver sort of educational session. How to reach us? Definitely by Zoom for our weekly meeting. You can also visit our Instagram page And in each meeting, we will upload the recording in YouTube. Our YouTube handle is SCBD Toastmasters Club. Last but not least, you can also chat our VP of membership, which is Toastmaster Melanie, the one you have seen earlier. And also you can contact us by email. So I guess that's all from me. Without further ado, let's continue with the main session. And with the clapping of my hand, I announce the meeting open. I give the control to Toastmaster of the meeting, Toastmaster Raki. The screen is yours.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Dentia, our VPE, for the opening. So everyone, welcome to SCBD Toastmasters. Today we have the theme, in myself, I find a second, in my friend, I find a second self. Sorry, I can disable for the share screen.
Please try it.
All right. Our theme for tonight is, in my friend, I find a second self. And the WOD, or word of the day, for tonight is inseparable. It means unable to separate it. As the example, as a friend, Chris Rock and Chappelle were inseparable. And tonight I will not be, sorry, for the agenda for tonight is, there's prepared speech, table topic, and speech evaluator. I really encourage for our soon-to-be Toastmaster or our guests to join on our table topic tonight. And I will not be alone because we have also the evaluation team, and it will be led by Toastmaster Aisha as the general evaluator. So Toastmaster Aisha, the screen is yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster Raki. Happy morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Aisha, and I'll be your general evaluators for tonight's meeting. And my job is I will be observing, and also I will take notes throughout the meeting, and I will share the reports after the end of the meeting. And of course, in doing that, I have fabulous team, and let me share the screen with you. All right, is it visible?
Yes.
Okay, so we have general evaluator theme. This one is, the first one is grammarian, Toastmaster Yusuf, which is also, it is his first debut tonight in taking a role. And for further, if you want to know about grammarians, so yeah, let's Toastmaster Yusuf to explain the grammarian role. Toastmaster Yusuf, the screen is yours.
Morihei Ueshiba is the founder of Aikido, and he said, failure is the key to success. Each mistake teaches us something. Thank you, Madam General Evaluator, fellow Toastmaster and guests. My name is Yusuf, and I will be your grammarian tonight. My responsibility is to listen carefully to all speakers, especially to their language usage. I'll take note of any grammatical error used in your speech, but do not afraid of making mistakes, because mistakes are inseparable from success. It will help us to learn, to develop, and to grow. I will also capture any remarkable words and thoughts that you use during your speech. Back to you, Toastmaster of the meeting, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Yusuf, for the introduction to grammarian. And also we have the second general evaluator team, which is timer, which will be held by Toastmaster Andy. Toastmaster Andy, the screen is yours. Okay, so is Toastmaster Andy here? All right, while we are waiting for Toastmaster Andy, we will move to the next general evaluators team, which is AWOD counter. and it will be taken by Toastmaster Nia from Ultimate Toastmaster. So let's listen to Toastmaster Nia.
Yeah, thank you, GE. My fellow Toastmaster and guests, am I audible and visible?
Yes,
Yes, you are.
My name is Nia. As the RNWOD counter tonight, my responsibility is to note words and sounds that are used as a pause filler by anyone who speaks. During the meeting, I'll listen for overused words including and, well, but, so, and you know. I also listen for the filler word sounds including and I also note when a speaker repeats a word or a phrase, such as I, or this means, this means. Another thing that I note is the word of the day, which is inseparable. Please use it as many as you can during the speech. At the end of the meeting, I'm going to report the number of times those expressions used by each speaker. Thank you. Back to you, GE.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nia. And the last one, our role taker is ballot counter. And the ballot counter itself, the one who will be the ballot counter is Toastmaster Uyun. If you are curious what is the job of the ballot counter, let's listen to Toastmaster Uyun. The screen is yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster Aisyah. Hello, everyone. My name is Uyun, and tonight I'll take a role as a ballot counter. I will work closely actually with a timer that will be explained later. So the timer will signify whether you are eligible to be voted or not, if you can maintain the time well. If you are eligible to be voted for the speakers, prepared speakers, table topic speaker, and evaluators, later your name will appear in our ballot link that I will share in the chat box later. So please, speakers, maintain your time well. And for guests, please vote your favorite speaker to encourage our speakers for tonight. And at the end of the meeting, we will have Hall of Fame to showcase who is our most favorite speaker for today. So please use your rights to vote later. Thank you. Back to you, Toastmaster Aisyah.
Thank you, Toastmaster Uyun, for the explanation. And before we moving forward, I would like to make sure if the timer is here, is Toastmaster Andy is here? All right, I guess he's not here, so I would like to ask if anyone would like to volunteer themselves to become a timer.
Okay, let me do it. Alvin.
Is it Toastmaster? Yeah.
Alvin.
Oh, Toastmaster Alvin. All right, thank you so much, Toastmaster Alvin. Do you want to be explaining about the job of the timer?
Okay.
Toastmaster Gal, yeah. Okay, the screen is yours.
All right. So let's move on to another agenda. I will share my screen here.
I'm sure.
Toastmaster Raki, I think Toastmaster Alvin would like to explain a bit about the timer. Thank you.
All right. Okay. Toastmaster Aisyah, thank you for the opportunity. My fellow Toastmaster and guests, my name is Alvin, and tonight I will be the timer. I will time the prepared speeches, table topic speakers, as well as the evaluations. I will also alert each speaker of the time they have left using the green, yellow, and red background, which donates specific times remaining. In order to be eligible for voting, speakers need to finish the speech within the time allocation. For icebreaker, speeches should be in 4 to 6 minutes in length. At 4 minutes, I will change my background into red. At 4 minutes, I will change my background into green. At 5 minutes, my background will be yellow. And at 6 minutes, it will change to red. And at this point, the speakers need to wrap up their speeches in less than 30 seconds. And then for prepared speeches should be 5 to 7 length. At 5 minutes, I will change my background into green. At 6, I will change my background into yellow. And in 7 minutes, I will change the background into red. And the speakers have to wrap up their speeches in less than 30 seconds. And for table topic speakers, they have no more than 2 minutes. At 1 minute, I will change my background into green. At 1 minute and 30 seconds, I will change background into yellow. And in 2 minutes, it will change to red. And at this point, speakers need to wrap up their speeches in less than 30 seconds. The individual's evaluations should be in 2 to 3 minutes. At 2 minutes, I will change my background into green. At 2:30, I will change my background into yellow. And at 3 minutes, the background will become red. And the speakers need to wrap up their speeches in less than 30 seconds. That's all for me. Thank you. Back to you, Aisha.
Thank you, Toastmaster Alvin. All right, thank you for the very detailed explanations. So after that, we also have the excellent evaluators. And the evaluators for tonight are Toastmaster Aryo, Toastmaster Rizky, Toastmaster Dantia, Toastmaster Andhyka, and also Toastmaster Melanie. So those are the general evaluators team. I'm looking forward to listen to your incredible speeches. Back to you, Toastmaster Raki.
All right, thank you so much, Toastmaster Nurul and all of the rest general evaluation team. Let's move on to another session. Could you see my screen right now?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Without any further ado, for the first speaker, there's Toastmaster Adam will deliver his icebreaker, but I will call Toastmaster Aryo to introduce Toastmaster Adam. Toastmaster Aryo, the screen is yours.
Hello everyone, my fellow Toastmasters, ladies and gentlemen. Usually I love to introduce the speaker with the detailed some hints about his or her background. But tonight, since the speech is about the icebreaker, I will let the speaker to tell ourselves about who is he, and because what the objectives of the icebreaker are. First, for the members to introduce himself to the club, and second, for the members to learn about the basic of public speaking. Without further ado, please give round of applause to Toastmaster Adam. Change your environment, change your behavior. Change your behavior, change your environment, change your behavior, Toastmaster Adam. The screen is yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster Aryo. There is a saying, you are what you repeatedly do. Excellence is not an act, but a habit. Has this quote ever crossed your mind? If it hasn't, allow me to enlighten you with my stories. Speaking English clearly is a skill I'd like to have. I think it's interesting, fun, and cool. Besides that, it's necessary, not only in professional, but also in personal lives. Years by years, I struggled to speak English consistently. Because of that, my English speaking skills didn't improve a lot. Yeah, I might join some classes, but at some point, I didn't attend classes for a long period of time. So it made me thinking, why is it so hard to change my behavior? Why is it so hard to just speak English consistently? To answer this question, I'm going to start with a story. So in 1971, research in Vietnam War was shocking the American public. 15% of American soldiers has developed addiction to heroin. But after they returned to the US, surprisingly, only 5% of them were addicted to heroin. In other words, 95% of them eliminated their addiction nearly overnight. And this finding has completely contradicted with patterns we know about addiction. And how's that happen? So in Vietnam, the soldiers were surrounded by a certain environment, and they will struggle with stress of war and then build friendship with fellow heroin users. But in the US, they have completely different environment. So they found it easier to quit. And this story remind me with my personal story. So back in 2017, it was my last semester at a college. I work at content writer and private teacher. My life was, going really well, but there is one habit that a little bit bothered me. It was difficult for me to get up in the morning early. I mean, I could, but after praying subuh, I oftenly used to sleep again. So on July 2017, on the same year, my friend offered me to taught at vocational high school. And after some consideration, I decided to leave my work as content writer to become a professional teacher. And as you know, school starts at 6:30 a.m. and it means that I have to wake up early and stay up so I can make it to school on time. So what happened next? You may know the rest, right? Since then, I managed to wake up and stay up early and made it to school on time until now. Of course, during pandemic, it's been a lot easier for me to be on time. So it comes to the conclusion, if we change our environment, it's easier for us to change our behavior. So I think environment and behavior are inseparable. So that's also the reason why I joined Toastmasters, SCBD Toastmasters. By joining this club, I'm surrounded by supportive environment, great people with same interest. I think this club is the right place for me to not only learn and practice English speaking, but also learn other skills such as confidence and time management. So I believe by changing my environment, by joining this club as SCBD Toastmasters, I could change my behavior in terms of communication. So it might help me to improve my speaking skills, confidence, and become a better speaker to grow and glow. And last thing, it might be a little bit irrelevant, but I want to live my life right now. So I'll sing. It's my life, it's now or never. I ain't gonna live forever. I just wanna live a life. But it's my life. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Adam, for the icebreaker. So everyone, I encourage you to unmute yourself.
Congratulations, Adam!
You did it.
Congratulations, Toastmaster.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Toastmaster Adam.
Congratulations, Toastmaster Adam. I love
Cool.
your
Of
speech.
your song.
From
Thank you,
that
guys.
speech, I can take a notes for the one sentence. If we change environment, it's easy for us to change our behaviors. Thank you so much for reminding us for that. Toastmaster Adam, you are so great. So thank you so much. And let's move on to another speaker. Another speaker for tonight is Toastmaster Sony. He will be deliver his level 1 project 1, which is Icebreaker also, right? Like Toastmaster Adam did. But before that, I will call Toastmaster Rizky to introduce Toastmaster Sony. Toastmaster Rizky, the screen is yours.
So, happy morning, everyone. So tonight is quite a special session because not only that we are having one icebreaker session, icebreaker speech, sorry, we are having two icebreaker speech. The second one would be delivered by Toastmaster Adam with the title, Failure is the Beginning of Success. So the purpose of the icebreaker is actually for the member to introduce himself to the club and learn the basic structure of public speaking. So Toastmaster Adam, without further ado, failure is the beginning of success.
Supposed to be
Toastmaster Sony. Toastmaster Sony.
Sorry, Toastmaster Sony, yes. Maybe it was because I'm too excited to listen to his speech. Bullshit, sorry, man. But that's it. Okay, Toastmaster Sony, please, the screen is yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rizky. Before I start it, if you don't mind, can I have several applause from you guys?
Yay! There you go.
Thank you very
What a
much.
spirit. What a spirit.
Appreciate it. That will be motivation for me. Okay, if you're talking about motivation, in my opinion, it is not always about success story. When Mark Zuckerberg and Bill Gates become the speaker in Harvard commencement address, they said the same pattern in the beginning. They have never completed their degree. Beforehand, in the year of 2005, Steve Jobs also did the same thing. He spoke in front of Stanford candidate graduation. At the time, in his opening, he said that he never graduated from a college. That was amazing, right? Because the great people like them seem proudly to tell about their failure, even in front of the most favorite university. Is that irony? I don't think so, because they truly understand that their failure is the beginning of success. My fellow Toastmaster, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Sony Misturi, and I've been called Sony. I come from Pekalongan, a small city in Central Java, which is known as Kota Batik. I am 169 centimeter tall with 70 kilogram weight. Of course, not so high like basketball player and not too strong like American football athlete. But don't forget that I am a soldier. You don't want to mess up with me, I guarantee. Just kidding. I'm not serious about that. Forget it. As a soldier, I have been serving our nation since 2009 with 4 years education. And after being integrated, I officially became an officer in the year 2013. As an officer, it is mandatory for me to give a speech in front of audience, either to your soldier or your superior in your command headquarters. That's why I need to improve my public speaking skill through this community. Talking about being integration, as an officer, in the place where I grew up, Pekalongan, the news about my graduation spread over rapidly. Suddenly, I became popular in my town. That was amazing for me at the time because joining an army wasn't my priority in the beginning. Honestly, as a matter of fact, I decided to join an academy after I got failed. I got desperate, stressful, and frustration entering in several universities. I thought that I and my failure were like inseparable. Regarding to that news about my graduation, surprisingly, instead of admiring into my achievement, people in Pekalongan felt more amazing with my story behind. They knew very well that my journey wasn't as simple as that. They also knew that 2009 wasn't my first attempt trying to be an army. That was my third one because actually I got failed twice and I spent my useless time without any education more than 2 years since 2007 after graduated from senior high school. Then the question is, how did they know about my story behind? How did they know about my journey very well? This is interesting and I need to share to you guys as a message. Back to the past, before I graduated from academy, during my military education, if I had an opportunity in my leisure time, from Magelang, I went back to Pekalongan. I visited several high school, then gathered the students. I gave them a speech. I encouraged them, just like Bill Gates and Steve Jobs did. I shared my failure. No big deal, just my failure. I told them about my experience to achieve my dream, including my weakness, my failure, and my mistakes in the past. I hope in the future they will not suffer any failure like I had ever done before. Or if they had to, at least they have prepared for the worst. When they are falling down, they can rise up again and again, like a fighter, not a loser. My fellow Toastmaster, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I believe that everyone has their own failure. My message is, instead of you hate your failure and your weakness, please you are better to love them. Because one never knows your failure is able, your failure is able to motivate or even become an inspiration to other people. That's all I can say. Back to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Sony, for the message. So everyone, I encourage you to unmute yourself and say something to Toastmaster Sony.
Congratulations, Toastmaster Sony.
With such an awesome speech, with the message, the clear message is our failure is another inspiration for another person. So thank you so much, Toastmaster Sony, for the message. And let's move on to another speaker for tonight. Wait. So for tonight, we have Toastmaster Duwi as our third speaker on her speech to evaluation and feedback, which is level 1 project 2B. And before that, I will call Toastmaster Andhyka to introduce Toastmaster Duwi. Toastmaster Andhyka, the screen is yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster Raki. So happy morning, everyone. I'm here right now as the evaluator for Toastmaster Duwi. And tonight, Toastmaster Duwi will deliver her project in evaluation and feedback. and this is her second speech. So I will incorporate the evaluation from the first speech as my basic of evaluation. Her speech length will be 5 to 7 minutes, and the title and the objective, the objective of this project is for the member to demonstrate her feedback that she has received earlier and to be applied in this speech. So without further ado, let us welcome Toastmaster Duwi. Carry on, Toastmaster Duwi. The screen is yours.
Happy morning, everyone. Please unmute yourself.
Happy morning.
Happy morning. Happy morning.
Happy morning.
Happy morning. Thank you. My life is a mess. What would you do if you listen to that kind of sentence? Toastmaster Hani, what would you do?
I think it's kind of like low motivation.
Thank you for sharing, Toastmaster Hani. To me, it was completely confusing. And yeah, because I listened to that kind of sentence from one of my friends who used to be quiet, cheerful, and talkative. I remember several days we spent time to talk about many things, especially technical things. And he brought up technical terms like anoda slime, million standard cubic feet per day, seabed mining. Who knows that? Even though I don't know about this stuff, I try to build my curiosity to throw several questions to follow up. To be honest, I don't know him that much, but I know one thing for sure from him, that he is good at repairing things. So I reached him out. One day, I asked him for a favor for checking my laptop. And he said, okay, let's come to my place. We met at his terrace. And initially, I just wanted to drop my laptop there and gave him a lunch meal. However, in the first 10 minutes, I changed my mind. I could sense that he needed my company. Okay, then I stayed a bit longer. I know 2020 has been so difficult for some of us, including him. The company moved him to the head office with a new job. It's not a promotional job. It's the company downgraded his position. He moved to entry level after serving as area manager for more than 2 years. As the consequence, the company cut his salary and he had to ditch one of his long-term goals, owning his dream house. It was so heartbreaking for me. I know I also have been longing for my own house. And can you feel that kind of tension when you are almost reaching your goals, but then you can't for these unpredictable things? And then he moved on with his story. He said, it's funny, no one really cared about me when I need. Then he broke my heart into pieces. I mean, who could really endure the pain to that immense burdens without having anyone to share, at least to listen to your story? So yeah, at that time I just kept silent and try to hold my tears so it won't down my face. Thankfully, the story moved on, and I mentioned about his crush, one of my friends who got married 2 years ago. I'm glad that I can see that curved line on his lips again. And the moral of the story, life will always push us to carry on. However, it doesn't mean that we have to move all the time. We can step time to take some rest. And yeah, if things get harder, it's not all yours to carry. You can sit, you can talk, so the burden will be much easier. Thank you. Back to you, Toastmaster of the meeting.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Duwi, for your speech. Everyone, I encourage you to unmute yourself and say something to Toastmaster Duwi.
Well done, Toastmaster Duwi.
Congratulations, Toastmaster Duwi.
Touching story.
Wonderful speech.
I took notes from Toastmaster Duwi speech. Life always push us to carry on. So thank you so much, Toastmaster Duwi, for your speech. And let's move on to another speaker. We have Toastmaster Andhyka for the level 1 project 1. But before that, I will call Toastmaster Galvin to introduce Toastmaster Andhyka. Toastmaster Galvin, the screen is yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster Raki. Before I introduce Toastmaster Andhyka, I would like Toastmaster Andhyka to test his audibility right now. Toastmaster Andhyka, can you say something?
Am I audible?
Yes, you are clearly audible and you are also visible. Happy morning, fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests. Tonight we will hear something exciting. Why? Because Toastmaster Andhyka will share us his plan for a team building event. So without further ado, let us hear that interesting event from Toastmaster Andhyka himself. Toastmaster Andhyka, connect the dots, Toastmaster Andhyka.
Thank you. Allow me to share my screen. Can you see my screen now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Fellow Toastmaster and guests, I would like you to take a look at the image beside me. What do you see? S, C, B, and D. So if you look closer, you will see that S, C, B, and D comprises of dots. There are so many dots, but there are some others who are separated from the others. So it's not a solid one. So the dots is like our members. So the new members is catching up with the existing members, and together we will form a strong SCBD. So we were bonded to build a strong and sustainable learning environment in SCBD. And how do we strengthen this? Through a fun activity. And the fun will begin on the 13th of August 2021 on our usual Friday evening, but this is exclusively for members. So for those of you who want to join this event, please join SCBD Club as soon as possible. So the fun activities, there are some. The first one intends to enable members to get insight from other members and to enable the employees, the members to work in a large group. And then the next fun activity will make us understand the others more. and then we can engage in a smaller team. The next fun activity will enhance our speaking skills, and it will also build our confidence. And the fourth fun activity, this is the session where members will learn more about SCBD Toastmasters Club. The enablers of this event are mostly the executive committee members. There are facilitators, Zoom host, timer, and ballot counter. Facilitators will ensure the event will run as scheduled. The Zoom host will be in charge of the technical expert of Zoom session. The timer will get the session in place, and the ballot counter will build a ballot cast and enable us to cast the vote. Now, what is more crucial is us, the member of SCBD Toastmasters Club. We are the one who's gonna build the hype of this event. We are the one who determine the success of this event. If we connect the dots, we will become inseparable. Back to you, Tom.
All right, thank you so much, Toastmaster Andhyka, for the speech. Everyone, I encourage you to unmute yourself and say something to Toastmaster Andhyka.
Wow, congratulations, Toastmaster Andhyka.
Congratulations, Toastmaster Andhyka.
Can't wait.
Amazing, amazing.
Amazing. Actually, I am speechless for the event, and I can't wait it happen on 13th August 2021, right? So hopefully the event will engage us and make us inspirable. So let's move on to another session. All right, another session is
Photo session or time report first?
all right. I will call our timer. Are our speakers eligible to be voted? To be voted?
Okay, here's the time report. Toastmaster Adam 6 minutes 6 seconds. Toastmaster Sony 6 minutes 15 seconds. Toastmaster Duwi 5 minutes and 31 seconds. And Toastmaster Andhyka 3 minutes and 15 seconds. And so everyone is eligible for voting.
All right, thank you so much, Toastmaster Alvin, as our timer. So everyone, please use your right to vote our favorite speakers in the prepared speech. So our ballot counter is the link ready. While waiting the link ready from the ballot counter, I guess we'll move to the table topic session. Will be led by Toastmaster Tias, and since the table topic master as the Toastmaster Tias project, I will call Toastmaster Melanie to introduce Toastmaster Tias.
Sorry,
Toastmaster Melanie, the screen is yours.
Sorry,
Thank you,
Shiraki, I think we'll
Toastmaster.
take a picture first.
Yeah. Thank you, Toastmaster Raki. Let's have
All right.
picture taking first.
Yes.
Okay, so everyone, let's take us a picture, a very good picture, because this is a special night. We have 49 participants. So it is one of the million chances that we have the 48 participants. So I'm encouraging you to turn on your video and to capture your beautiful faces in 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's do 3 poses. First pose, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Second pose, 3, 2, 1. One more. 1, 2, 3. Back to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Andhyka. So let's move on to Toastmaster Melanie to introduce Toastmaster Tias. Toastmaster Melanie, the screen is yours.
Okay, so happy morning, everyone. Yeah, Toastmasters is not only teaching us how to deliver our speeches, but it also challenges us how to listen to. Toastmaster Tias is here to deliver her Level 3 Project 2 active listening. So without further ado, I would like to welcome our Toastmasters Table Topics Master of the evening, Toastmaster Tias.
Hi, happy morning, everyone. Let me share my slide. Can you see my slide now? Sorry.
Yes.
Yes. Is it visible now? Okay.
Yes.
Happy morning, my fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests. So I'm Tias, and tonight I will be your table topic master. And aligned with the tonight meeting's theme, in my friend, I find a second self. So in this table topic session, we will celebrating friendship. And then what should we know about table topics? So what is table topic? It's a spontaneous speaking to respond an impromptu question or topic. And what is the benefit of table topic? To help members or guests develop their ability to organize their thoughts quickly. And how do we do table topics? I will give you a question or topic that you have 1 to 2 minutes to respond to the questions. And who can join the table topic? Everyone in the meeting could join the table topic session. Sorry. And then let's us start. So I have list of names here and I will call your name to join the table topics. So for the first speaker, I will call for Toastmaster Yanda. Hello, Toastmaster Yanda. Please open your cam.
Hi.
Hi. So I have 10 numbers here. So please you choose one number.
I think I choose lucky number 7.
Lucky number 7. Okay. So in friendship, sometimes you hear this statement. If you jump, I jump. So let's share your opinion about this sentence. Please, Toastmaster Yanda, if you jump, I jump. The time is yours.
Okay. In a friendship, we understand that we need to have a chemistry among our friends. So we need to find the right chemistry in the right circle. And to achieve that, we need to have an effort, because the outcome of having a good friendship is to have similarity, like-minded, and the same purpose. So it will be fortunate, it will be a blessing if we manage to find such a true friendship that we will be inseparable. The other benefit of having the same chemistry in our circle is without asking in advance, we instantly or spontaneously can understand what is or what are the things that could hurt or could please our friends. So without asking, we can instantly offer something or some to our friend without further consideration. So that's the meaning for me by the idiom of if you jump, I jump, means that without no hustle, no long consideration, we can understand the similarity with our friends among our circle. That's all from me. Back to you, Toastmaster Tias.
Thank you, Toastmaster Yanda. Yes, I think we can all agree that when we have friends, we have this solidarity and support towards our friends, and there is no hesitation that we will do something for them. Thank you, Toastmaster Yanda. Okay. Okay, for the next, I will call for guest Vika. Hello, guest Vika.
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
I'm great. Thank you for asking.
Yes, thank you. So please choose your number.
Okay, actually I love 7, but it's already taken. Now I choose number 9.
Number 9, okay. So here we have this statement. Real friends tell you the ugly truth, not pretty lies. So please share with us your opinion about this. Guest Vika, real friends tell you the ugly truth, but not pretty lies. The time is yours.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Bintang. My opinion about what is a true friend should be like, we want to share everything to them. So we might have friends where we can share everything from A to Z. Now, sometimes what we want to hear is a good thing only. Where actually they support us when we share everything, and they just give us a ear to listen whether our story is bad, or maybe our consideration is a bad or a good thing or a bad things. But as a good friends, sometimes we might understand also. We have to really give a good suggestion whether if it's a good thing, we have to say it in a good thing. But if it's a bad thing, as a friend, we should really tell them in a good way that what is her decision or his decision is actually not a good thing. So I think that I really agree, but how we communicate with our friend is things that we should consider before we tell the truth to our friends. I think that's all from me.
Yes, thank you, guest Vika. I think that's true, that sometimes we hesitate to tell the truth, although we know that this information maybe will be very useful for them. But I think in the future, we need to really tell our friends the truth for their improvement. Yeah. Thank you, guest Vika. Okay, and I also want to remind you to use the word of the day, inseparable, in your speech. So next, I will call for guest Nitin. I think you also want to join, right? So hello, guest Nitin.
Yeah.
Yes. Please choose your number.
3.
Number 3. Okay. Number 3. So not having any friends can be dangerous to your health. So please share your opinion about this statement. So please, guest Nitin, time is yours.
A friend is like a four-leaf clover who difficult to find and they are lucky. So friends are always beneficial for us. If we don't have any friend, it's not too much dangerous for our health, but it's dangerous for our mental ability. We always feel loneliness in our life, and we always need someone to whom we are able to share our old thoughts, what are going in our mind, that we are not able to share with our parents or with our teachers or relatives. So for our mental health, friends are always necessary for us, and it is the one of the necessary part of our life. If we should take life without friend, only one or two person in the whole world who can't have friend, but all have friends in their own life. So how can we should always recover healthy? It's not dangerous to not having friend, but to having a friend, it's too much advantage for your health, because it's helping your mentality as well as your physical. So always believe in your friends, keep relation with the friends in the positive ways, share your thoughts you are not able to share with your parents and others, you can share easily. And I also have friends with whom I am share my thoughts, and friends are inseparable because they are one of the necessary part of our life. So keep friends and be always bonded for whole life. Thank you. It's over to you, table topic master.
Yes, thank you very much, guest Nitin. I think we can all agree, especially during this time of the pandemic, that how loneliness really can somehow kill us, really. So we realize how important to have friends in this very difficult time. Thank you, guest Nitin. Okay, for next table topic speaker, I will choose for visiting Toastmaster Jilo. Hi.
Happy morning, everyone.
Hi, VTM Jilo, how are you?
Good, thank you for asking.
Yes, so please, sorry. Please choose your number here.
All right, I know that we're not aiming for excellence, but for me, number 10 is a perfect 10.
Okay, number
Perfect
10. Yes, so don't make friends who are comfortable to be with. Make friends who will force you to lever yourself up. So please, Toastmaster Jilo, the time is yours.
Joining Toastmasters is really a feat for me because I grew up very shy, very timid, and I would like others to make the first move to have the conversation. And those things are my past because I am already a Toastmaster and I am still considering myself as a work in progress, meaning that joining Toastmasters is not just a one-stop shop, meaning to say, if you join Toastmasters, you're already good. Joining Toastmasters, people join Toastmasters because not because they're already great, but people join Toastmasters because they would like to be great. And that's why we have meetings such as this every week. We harness our skills in public speaking, not only in public speaking, but also in leadership skills. In relation to that, shortly after my membership, like 6 months after my membership at a Toastmasters Club, I immediately joined a competition. And guess what? The result? Your guess is very true. I lost. And then again, the following year, I joined and I lost. And then the third year, I joined again and I lost. Right now, I'm celebrating my sixth year as a Toastmaster come September 1, 2021. And I plan to join again. Why? Why am I keep on joining contests? Because I keep on joining contests because this would level up my skill. This would accelerate my skill here in Toastmasters. And also with the help of a friend who happens to be my coach. So a friend could be also a coach that could force you to bring out the best in you and bring out the personality that you never thought that you have. So look for that friend. That elusive friend could be just beside you. Maybe you just need to look hard. Back to you, Toastmaster Linta.
Thank you, visiting Toastmaster Jilo. I think we can agree with that if we want to have progress, if we want to improve, we need to have this positive environment. And with this positive environment means that we need to have also positive friends. Thank you for sharing visiting Toastmaster Jilo. Okay, continue to, sorry. For the next speaker, I will call for Toastmaster Lydia. Hello, Toastmaster Lydia.
Hello, hi.
Hi, hello. So please choose your number here.
Number 2.
Number 2. Okay. So a good friend is like a 4-leaf clover, hard to find and lucky to have. Please share your opinion about this statement with us. So the time is yours, please, Toastmaster Lydia.
Okay, when we were young, I mean, like when we are at school, we have a lot of friends, but were they really our best friends? Not really. But as we getting mature, I think our best friends is, I mean, like only a few friends, but they're really really close to us, really know like what we are struggle for, and then really know how to motivate us, and they are really care about us, and we are supporting each other. That that is why it's called true friends. Like we are so lucky to have the friends that is really caring about us, really supporting us, and motivate us to be better version of us, like asking us about I mean, like it's like relating it with Fika, that is it's not the friends that won't tell you about the pretty lies, but also like want you to be better and better. So yes, I agree that the good friends is like for clover, which is it's like we are very lucky to have that kind of friends. And yeah, I think that's my opinion about the statement. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Lydia, to share with us. Yes, I think we agree with you that sometimes friendship is not always about having fun, but also progressing together. So we will be very lucky to have best friend or friends like that. Thank you. And also I want to remind you again to use the word of the day, inseparable, in your table topic speech. So we still have time. I will call for guest Raisa. Hello, guest Raisa.
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you for asking.
Yes, so we still have 5 numbers here. Number 1, 4, 5, 6, and 8. Please choose one of the number.
Well, I will choose one because
well, we need to do for the first, right?
Okay, number one. One's best friend stays best friend forever. So sometimes we growing up, right? We life moving on and we have new life, new friends. And what about the best friend we had before? So please share your opinion about this. One's best friend stays best friend forever. The time is yours. Guess Raisa.
Okay, so in my opinion, it's true because from my experience, I have a lot of friends because I used to go to another club, from one club to club and another school to school. So I make a lot of friends. But I have friends in my junior high school, and we separate in senior high school and lost contact. And after that, it's just like never contact again until I found her number quite suddenly because she is friends with my friends from school. So uh, after that, I contact her and we got contact again, get touch again, and talk each other again. And now I always come back to her every time I have bad news, good news, and she also like that. So is it true that once we have best friend that when it's level up ourselves, it will be inspirable from us in the once in lifetime. Thank you. That's all I have to say.
Thank you, Guest Raisa, for sharing with us about your story. And I think that's really great to have friends like that. And also referring to the previous statement that it's lucky to have a friend, hard to find, but we will lucky to have friends like that. Thank you. Okay, we still have time for one more speaker. So I will choose for visiting Toastmaster Gloria. Hello, VTM Gloria.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
In your voice a little bit small. Hello.
How about now?
Yeah.
Am I audible?
I think it's still not really clear. Okay. Okay. We still have four numbers, sorry. So will you please to choose your number?
Which one is still available?
4, 5, 6, and 8.
8, 8, 8.
8. Okay. Yes. So a strong friendship doesn't need daily conversation or being together. So please share with us about your opinion for this statement. Visiting Toastmaster Gloria, the time is yours.
Wow. This question really relatable, especially during this pandemic. Right now in Malaysia, we are currently having lockdown, so we cannot see our friends. We cannot go out like how we used to be back then before pandemic, before COVID-19 hit the world. So now during the lockdown, I believe not only in Malaysia but other country. I think like Bangkok, Thailand, and I'm not sure about Indonesia. But in Malaysia, right now we cannot meet our friend. So a strong friendship doesn't really define if you meet your friend every day. So I realized that this pandemic, although it is bad for the economy, but it actually made me realize that I know who is my true friend, who is a friend that concerned about me, ask about us, how am I doing, am I good? So strong friendship doesn't really require you to meet them. So during this pandemic, I realized that I get to know who is my true friend. Although I have a lot of friends, okay, we call it friend, but they are not the true one. So the true one is the one that have a strong connection with us, that constantly check with us, how are you doing, how is your career, how is your health, how is your family going on, did you affected by the virus, and all the things. So again, strong connection, strong relationship doesn't really require you to meet every day. Okay, it require how to say, it require care, concern. Yes. So back to you.
Okay, thank you very much visiting Toastmaster Gloria. I think it's very relatable, as you mentioned also in this pandemic situation. It's about communication, how we manage our communication with our friends, and then show that we care with them, sincerely care about them, then asking about how they feel maybe because in this lockdown situation and others. So thank you very much. And I think it's the end of the table topic session. Thank you for all members, Toastmasters that already joined and participating in this table topic session. Okay, back to you, Tom. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Tias, for the table topic. It was amazing. Thank you so much for the table topic speakers. Right now, I think I will call the time reports. Toastmaster Alvin, are the speakers for the table topic eligible?
Yes, all the speakers are eligible for voting.
All right, so maybe don't forget to use your right to vote, to give your vote to our table topic speaker. Back then, Toastmaster Uyun as the ballot counter will send the link for vote in the chat box. And right now, let's move on to the general evaluators. So, Toastmaster Nurul, the screen is yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster Raki. Now it's time for the evaluation reports. First, I'm going to call Toastmaster Aryo to deliver the speech evaluation report. Toastmaster Aryo, the screen is yours.
You are what you repeatedly do. My fellow Toastmasters, ladies and gentlemen, I'm very honored to evaluate Toastmaster Adam's first ever speech at Toastmasters. Not only Toastmaster Adam has done the prepared speech for the first time very good, but he has successfully explained to us why changing environment can affect the behavior of you. Throughout the speech, I observed many things, but I'll highlight the report with an acronym of GLOW with 4 letters, GLOW. The first one, G, is the gestures. Gestures are what makes a speech perfect. This is what complements every speech in any situations. And I do really love when you use hand gestures when you are showing some curious. For example, when you say, why is it difficult to change my behavior? This is very good. Your hand gestures, your face expressions, this complements the story that you are trying to tell. Very good. However, there are some points that I think you may want to work on better in the next speech. The first one is L, which is lag. I found a lag in the end of your speech. I was a bit confused whether you were going to close your speech when you say grow and glow. It was kind of hanging. Then you continue to sing a song to close your speech. Actually, I was thinking that the grow and glow would be the end, but you gave one additional thing. So there was a lag in your speech, particularly in the end of it, that makes the speech becomes less perfect than it should be. The third point that in the evaluation is about the opening. Just like any other evaluation speech, I always observe that many people usually thanking the evaluators that introduced him, which I found that's not so necessary. If you compare, or if we try to find benchmark, for example, from TEDx or some other professional speeches, they starts the speech eventually right after the introducer introduce them without thanking the introducers. It will make the introductions, the beginning of the speech becomes much, much, much smoother. The last point is W, which is wide perspectives. I do really like how you make a very wide perspectives by combining the story of American in the Vietnam War and also your personal stories. So this is not only one-sided story, but it is very thorough point of view. I love it. To summarize, GLOW, GLOW. First one is gestures, second is lag in the closing, third is opening, and fourth is wide perspective. Well, congratulations to Toastmaster Adam. This is your very, very first baby step. Keep practicing, but don't practice to be able to do something, but keep practicing to not make mistakes. Over to you, General Evaluators.
Thank you, Toastmaster Aryo. Now we are moving forward to the next evaluator, which is Toastmaster Rizky. Toastmaster Rizky, the screen is yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster Guru. Okay. Hold on, let me pin on the timer first. I couldn't. Okay. Once again, I want to congratulate Toastmaster Sony, not Adam. Again, pardon me, for delivering his very first speech, which is the Icebreaker Speech. And it was quite an astonishing Icebreaker Speech. The thing I liked about your speech was that you did a great job on making an entrance, because you grabbed our attention by persuading us to do a small activity. Might be small, but was quite impactful to make us stay woke. And you declared your presence by doing so, like, hey, I'm here and listen to me now. And the second thing is that you truly understand the essence of the Icebreaker Speech, because the purpose of Icebreaker Speech is so that your audience could understand, could know you a little bit more, even in personal level. You made a joke, and that's always a good gesture, because we kind of know you more a little bit without you saying too much. We know you more personally now without saying too much again. And the third thing was that you're not afraid to share your personal agenda on why you joined in Toastmaster. Again, we tend to know you more personally, and that's a good gesture. However, there are a couple of points to improve. The first thing was that your pacing, you might want to slow down a little bit so that we can understand what your narrative, because I was a little bit lost on your narratives. The first thing was you're talking about Mark Zuckerberg, and the next thing was you're talking about about your failure to joining multiple universities, and the next thing was that you were trying to tell you were giving speeches about your failures. So it was kind of a little bit jumpy. So you might want to work on your pacing so that you can understand the narrative more. And the next thing is that your intonation. Your intonation was always high, so that you might want to put more expressions in it, so that we can understand the emotion behind your story. Overall, it was a great speech because, again, you did a great job in your speech techniques because you were using pauses instead of filler words, and you were using gestures to articulate. For examples like the fighter, the thing, you understand it. So overall, you did a great job because you deliver with a good spirit and keep up the good work. Looking forward for your next speeches. Thank you. Back to you, Toastmaster Nurul, GE. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rizky. Now, we are moving forward to Toastmaster Dentia to deliver her feedback report. Toastmaster Dentia, the screen is yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster Aisha. Well, Toastmaster Duwi, congratulations on completing your level 1 project 2 on your second speech. What I like about your speech was the opening, because you asked audience questions, which definitely hook the audience to your speech immediately. And then your eye contact was very stable throughout the meeting. I can see that I'm looking at you eye to eye. And then you also put personal story, though it's your friend's story, it's still related somehow to your personal. You mentioned so many emotional things that you can also feel it in yourself. And then the last thing, congratulations for using the hand gestures. Yeah, because like when you said, I know one thing, I can see your hand movement. And then when you said, let's come to my place, then it's also some gesture there. And then the other thing that I like is the clear delivery. However, to help you improve in your next project, there are 3 points that I would like to highlight. So the first one is maybe the position of your camera, because I know not all speakers love to stand when they're delivering speech, one of them including me. So you can maybe put yourself a little bit further from the camera, so at least most part of yourself can be visible. So there are some situations when you can actually explore more your body gesture, like when you say, my heart was broken. You can touch your heart and people can see that you're touching your heart. And the next one is to add maybe some emphasis or pause in the sentences that you really want people to feel the emotion. Like when you said, he has to ditch his dream house, or I forgot actually the other words, but yeah, there was so many emotion, but if you can add more pauses there, we can actually be there in his situation. And last but not least, how many points? Oh, it was 2. Yeah, last but not least, you can add variety on your speeches. And then, yeah, I guess I lost it. Okay, to conclude, you were doing great in your opening, eye contact, clear delivery, and then hand gesture. And then you can also maybe you would like to improve on the position of yourself from the camera, some poses, and also adding some vocal variety. So I guess that's all from my side. Thank you. I give the control back to Toastmaster Aisha.
Thank you, Toastmaster Dentia, for the detailed evaluation. Now, let's listen to the next evaluator, Toastmaster Galvin. Toastmaster Galvin, the screen is yours.
Hey, that was the only thing that I can think of when Toastmaster Andhyka was delivering his speech. Thank you so much for having this project for us, Toastmaster Andhyka, and hosting a party, a team building event for SCBD Toastmasters member. And also, congratulations for delivering a great introduction speech of your project, Toastmaster Andhyka. Well done. I like so for my feedback, I would like to give you some positive feedbacks, some things that I like from your speeches. I have 3 things that I like from your speeches. The first one is that you have used the feature of Zoom very greatly. You use the presentation as your background, so we can see yourself and we can see the presentation at the same time, just like an online physical meeting. So real great in that. And the second one is that I like the way that you really explain what is actually what this event is actually is. So we hear the details, we hear the benefit for SCBD Toastmaster member to join this meeting. So you would like to give us the value of joining this meeting. And the third one is that I like your opening and your closing. You open directly, what is SCBD? And you see that we have the SCBD letters here. So it directly make the attention of the audience, such as myself, to become directly see what you are presenting about. And also your closing, you said, you mentioning again the title of your speech, so we can connect the dots between your opening and your closing. Really great. But in any great speeches, there are always things that we can improve. The first one is, I think this is just a little bit of technicality. The first one is when you say, allow me to share my screen. I do believe this can be better if you can arrange with the evaluator to please allow me to share my screen even before I start my speech, so that you can get right into your speech and make it a even greater opening of your speech. And the second one is that when you say fun activities 1, fun activities 2 until 4, I would like to feel more of the fun. You see, because this speech is not only for, I think this is not only for you to explain the plans, but this speech is actually a platform for you to build the hype for the event. So I think that's all from me. So in summary, great use of features, great opening and great closing, and we do hear the details and benefit, the value of joining this event. And for the improvement, I think it can be better if you can make the evaluator to allow you to share your screen. And also, I would like to hear more of the hype of the event. That's all from me. Back to you, Toastmaster Aisyah.
Thank you, Toastmaster Galvin. So next, we are moving forward to our last evaluator, Toastmaster Melanie, to deliver her evaluator speech. Toastmaster Melanie, the screen is yours.
Okay, there. So who wants to be Toastmaster Tia's friend here? I think you have to, me, I really want an honest statement. One thing inseparable is being an active listener. I believe that Toastmaster Tia become a friend, especially to those people who took the chance in the table topics. So congratulations, Toastmaster Tias, for completing your level 3 project to active listening. An amazing table topic session, especially that today we are celebrating the International Friendship Day. And to our future table topics masters here, Tias be our example of an amazing table topics master. She is prepared, creative, and has explained well her session. And I love these are about her session. First, she paid attention to every speaker. I see how she looks at every speaker through that small video there, and she nods while she nods whenever she agrees to what the speaker is saying. As she showed that she was listening to her participants by to what they have said, like mirroring and applying it also to our current situation. feedback and summarized it. And the third one, she responded appropriately. She was very calm and she was open and honest in her response. And Toastmaster T is like earlier, I really want to be your close friend. And as a close friend, I would recommend two things. First, listen to what people are not saying. You know, through words, sometimes gestures, facial expressions could mean a lot of things. Maybe you can also give evaluation or feedback or maybe short response to how they say these statements. And the second one is do not generalize. You said to your participants earlier, thank you. Let's say, for example, Toastmaster Jello. I think we can all agree to. Well, it's because there's still this word I think, but it would be better if you just apply it to your own self. It's like also in evaluation that we own our evaluation. So you may want to disagree with their statements. This is something, the generalization that I believe and that I believe you and I need to be careful of, especially when people are sharing their own thoughts. Nonetheless, it was an awesome table topic session, calm and has good posture that you were able to listen actively to your audience. And congratulations again, Toastmaster TS, to more table topic session in the future. Back to our general.
Thank you, Toastmaster Melanie, for the evaluations. And thank you for all speech evaluators for the feedback report. Now let's listen to our timer about the evaluation time report. So Toastmaster, so the timer, are they eligible to be voted?
Yes, everyone is eligible for voting.
All right. Thank you, Toastmaster Alvin, for the report. Next, we are waiting for the ballot counter. If you are, so now please cast your vote here in the comment below. And now let's move to the grammarian report, which is Toastmaster Yusuf. Over to you, Toastmaster Yusuf.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. Thank you, General Evaluator. Excellence is not an act, but a habit. I choose this as the quote of the day because not only it's a very strong words, it's also a good word to be a mantra for your life. So thank you for Toastmaster Adam to tell us about these words. So when we're talking about excellence, maybe I am not doing so excellent work today as a grammarian because when I was supposed to hear about the language aspect of the speeches, I kind of like amazed, mesmerized, and enchanted with the content of the beautiful speeches that happened today, that was delivered today. From the prepared speech, table topic speech, even the evaluators delivered a very, very great speech. So I hope some of the things that I captured can be useful for us. The first one that I captured is there was someone saying, I would like to let him tell you who is he. It's supposed to be who he is, because this is not a questions sentence. Secondly, someone said, after subuh, I used to sleep again. After two, it should be sleep. It should be the original form of the verb, unless the two is a prepositions. The third one is people felt more amazing with my journey. It should be amazed. The fourth one is let's us start. Well, let's is actually the contractions of let us. So it should be let us start or let's start. 5 is when we are at school. But since this is explaining about what happened in the past, it should be when we were at school. And then 6, we separate at senior high school. It should be we got separated, or a better way is we went separate ways. And then there's also it require. It should be it requires, because it is it's a third third person, something like that. So eighth is many people usually thanking others. It should be many people usually thank others. So that's my report for today. Back to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Yusuf, for the insightful report. Next, I will call Toastmaster Nia to deliver the report. Toastmaster Nia, the screen is yours.
Yeah, thank you, GE. I'm going to share my screen. Just a minute. Is my share screen visible?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm going to start it. This is my RNWOD report of today. I started from the Tom. TM is Raki. You have 2 R, 1 8 so, 1 but, 1 long pause, and the repeated words evaluation, would you, before, will, don't, as, the. And you said the WOD of today 2 times. Congratulations. And then next, GE, TM Aisha, you have 5 R, 3 1 5 so, and 1 is to the repeated words. And the WOD you said 1 time. And then the grammarian, TM Yusuf, you have you have 5 R, 5 1 1 well, 5 so, and the repeated words it's and the, and you mentioned the WOD 1 time. And then our timer, TM Alvin, 3 R, 1 so. Our ballot counter, TM Uyun. Wait a minute. You have 1 and then our speaker, TM Adam, you have 1 2 12 so, 2 but, 1 you know, and repeated words I'm. And you mentioned the WOD 1 time. And then next, the second speaker, TM Sony. You almost nailed the speech, but you repeat I mean in 1 paragraph at last. And then you mentioned the WOD 1 time. For the speakers, TM Duwi, you have 4 so and repeated words my. And then the second speakers, TM Andhyka, you have 1 for so. For the table topic master, TM Tias, you have 4 2 and so above 15. And then the repeated words the and I think, and you mentioned the WOD 1 time. For the evaluation, TM Aryo, you have 1 2 so, 1 but, and the repeated words you mentioned some, his, change, professional, and the. And for the evaluation 2, TM Rizky, Evaluator 2, I mean, you have 1 for 1 for so, and the repeated words with, for, you, that's, I was. And then the next evaluator, TM Dentia, you have 3 2 1 7 so, and your repeated words is your. And then the evaluation 4, the evaluator number 4, TM Galvin, you have 4 1 1 6 so, and the repeated words what, this, we, directly, between, and the. And for the evaluation of table topic master, TM Melanie, you have 1 2 for so, 2 like, 1 you know, and the repeated words and you. And then our table topic speaker, TM Yanda, you have 1 and for so. And then the next table topic speaker, guest Vika, you have 9 R's, and then 2 so, and your repeated words or. And then table topic number 3, guest Nitin, you have 5 so. And then 50 mg low, you have 1 so, and repeated words and, not, I, because, that. And the next one, TM Lydia, you have 11 R, 2 1 4 but, 5 like, and the repeated words I mean. And then guess Raisa, you have 6 R, 2 3 so, because, and. And then the last one, VTM Gloria, you have 3 6 so, and 1 like, and the repeated words I would like to emphasize that this is not, your mistake can be improved next day, because I only mention it because you often use it, and then the next time you can keep an eye to what you say, and you may be better next time. Okay, back to you, GE.
All right, thank you, Toastmaster Nia, for the very detailed report. Now, I would like to present my report as a general evaluations in this meeting. So I would like to share you my screen. Right. All right, is it visible?
Yes.
Okay, so I divide the evaluation into 4 parts. The first one is the before meeting, and then the second part is meeting opening, and then the next one is the Toastmaster, and the last one is findings and recommendations. In the first part, which is the before meeting, the guests were welcomed upon arrival, and then the guests also were informed about Toastmaster and the meeting format. And then next to the meeting opening, the meeting start on time, which is at 7 a.m. sharp. And then also everyone is properly introduced. The Toastmaster also is properly introduced. And then the next one is the Toastmaster fill or roles prior to the meeting starting. And Toastmaster introduce and explain the meeting's theme. And Toastmaster introduced the general evaluators, and Toastmaster also properly introduced the topic masters. Basically, the Toastmaster introduced all of the role takers and also the agenda of the meeting. And then here are some findings and recommendations. The finding is the meeting ran on time. For example, in the opening, it was at 7 a.m. And even on the table topic session, in the schedule, it was written it should be begin at 7:50 a.m. And also it was begin very sharp, very on time. And yeah, it's congratulations because it was really on time. And then the second one is the recommendation is to have backup plan in case the role taker doesn't attend the meeting. It is the recommendation for the further general evaluator. And then the next one is to do technology checking prior to the meeting. And then the next one is to do short briefing prior to the meeting, especially for first-time role takers, to keep the meeting is moving along as it should. And also to introduce the flow of the meeting, especially for the first timers, and also to boost the confidence of the role takers as there is a sense of teamwork. So those are the report from me. And now let's move to Toastmaster of the meeting. Toastmaster Ishiraki, the screen is yours.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Nurul Aisyah, SDGE, and all of the rest general evaluation team. All right, let's move on to sorry. Am I audible and visible?
Yes, you are.
Yes, you are.
Yes, you are. Rocky.
All right. I will give the closing remark. If you live to be 100, I hope I live to be 100 minus 1 day. So I never have to live without you. It is the quotes from the Winnie the Pooh, as our theme for tonight is "In My Friend I Find a Second Self." So thank you so much for that. And I will give the control to the Toastmaster Lentia.
Thank you, Israki, for giving us the quotes. Very well said as well to end your session. But before I adjourn the meeting, let's have the most awaited session. And for that, I would call Toastmaster Uyun to present the Hall of Fame. Toastmaster Uyun.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you, Toastmaster Dentia. Is my screen visible?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Thank
Yes.
you for all speakers today for your wonderful speeches. Oh, sorry. Okay. So for the most favorite prepared speaker, sorry, I missed my intro. You know, who is it? Congratulations. Toastmaster Sony for being the most favorite prepared speaker for tonight for your icebreaker.
Congratulations, Toastmaster Sony.
Oh, and for the most favorite table topics, we have 3 winners. I guess it's the first in our history to have 3 winners. So I guess, yeah, all the speeches are great. Then people are confused who to choose. So, so all have the same score. First, who is it? Is it Toastmaster Gelo? Congratulations. I found this from your Instagram. He is a runner, but not a runner from reality. No. And who is she? Who is she? Sorry, I don't get the picture. And congratulations to guest Raisa. Thank you very much for your wonderful speech.
Congratulations.
We will change the picture later. And then guest Vika, congratulations. I did not find someone who is Vika. So congratulations for Toastmaster Gelo, guest Raisa, and guest Vika. Thank you very much for your speeches. And for the most favorite evaluator, who is she? Who is he? Oh, who is he? Our area director, Toastmaster Ariel. Congratulations. Thank you for all fellow Toastmasters and guests for your voting. It encouraged the speaker, and looking forward to all speakers to see your face in our Hall of Fame, including me. Oh, and if you have any question about SCBD Toastmasters Club, feel free to contact us. You can contact someone beautiful there, our Vice President of Membership, Toastmaster Melanie, in that number. You can also subscribe our Instagram at SCBD Toastmasters, and you can also subscribe our YouTube in SCBD Toastmaster. And if you are speaking today, you can see your recording in this YouTube. And if you want to see yourself, please do deliver a speech to see yourself in our YouTube. Thank you very much. That's all from me. I give the control back to Toastmaster Dentia.
Well, congratulations to all the winners, the most favorite prepared speech, Toastmaster Sony, all the 3 winners from table topics, and then the most favorite evaluator, Toastmaster Aryo. Congratulations. So we still have 7 minutes to go before we end the session. So for that, let me first announce something. Hold on, can you see my screen? It's a yes? Not yet. Ooh.
Yes.
Yes, all right. So for our next meeting, we will have a very well, sorry, a speaker, which is also the PR manager for District 87. And she's also a coach by profession and has been featured in some of the magazines in Malaysia, and she's from Malaysia. And for that, I would like to invite you all who ever here today to come again next week to hear from the expert about the importance of confidence in public speaking. So don't miss the date, which is August 6th, next week, 7 p.m. And we will have a longer table topic session. Yeah, we will have education plus longer table topic session. So this is the announcement from my side. I would also like to hear some comments from our guests. Let me check. Guest Satkar Singh, are you there?
Yes.
Yes. Guest Satkar Singh. Is this your first time in our club or in any
Yes.
Toastmaster meetings?
It's my first time in this Toastmaster meeting, and I have already joined 6 meetings before.
Oh, wow.
Toastmasters as a guest, but I'm not a member of any club because my studies going on, and I have no today now holidays going on in my colleges, and I spend my times with this Toastmaster meeting so that I grow my knowledge and communication skill and leaderships. And
Right.
this Toastmaster meetings also help to me very much, and I really enjoy this meeting. And before meeting, I am too much excited, and now I really happy because I have enjoyed this meeting. And I also noticed that here is all Toastmaster members work his work done his work correctly and evaluate your results correctly. And I'm great thankful to all of you for giving me opportunity for a feedback. And thank you.
Thank you, soon to be Toastmaster Singh. Yeah, it's pleased to have you here. So for the next one, I want to hear from the winner of table topic session today. Guess Raisa, maybe? Guess Raisa, are you still there?
Sorry, because the information is unstable. Today is really great. I have a lot of fun, and I have this is great. Place to practice public speaking. I will join the next section. Thank you very much for the wonderful speech that you have, guys.
Thank you so much for coming, and I hope to see you again next week. All right, so we still have 3 minutes for all the visiting Toastmaster. If you like to share your invitation to your club, because as you know, so we can, when you are a Toastmaster, you can visit any other club in this world. So Toastmaster Jello, maybe you would like to share your club meetings?
Yes, thank you for the opportunity to be a guest here again. And our meeting will be tomorrow, Saturday, 3 p.m. Manila time. In your time, that will be 2 p.m. And we will have the same theme, friendship, International Friendship Day. So see how it differs on how we take the meeting to the same topic. So see you all there. And the link, the Zoom link, you can get it from Toastmaster Melanie.
Sure, thank you, Toastmaster
I already
Jello.
shared it, Toastmaster Jello.
Okay, yes, it's there on the chat box. And for your information, Toastmaster Jello here is from the Philippines. So you can travel the world tomorrow without having to pay any flight ticket. Thank you, Toastmaster Jello. Is there any other visiting Toastmaster? Toastmaster Gloria?
Hello.
Hi, Toastmaster Gloria. Would you like to share your meeting? Your club meetings with us?
Yeah, thank you for giving me the opportunity to share my thoughts. This is my first time joining SCBD. I've always wanted to join this club, and last week I missed the meeting. And thanks to Aryo for inviting me, keep on inviting me. And but I like this club. from the beginning until the end, and you have the Hall of Fame, and you give you have the winner for everything, for the evaluation, speeches, what else? Table topics, we don't have it in our club. We only have a winner for the table topic. So this is interesting. So I would like to join again next time. I will recommend to my members. Thank you, Cynthia.
Thank you. We look forward to having you here again next week. Yeah. And yeah, if you would like to share your meeting details, you can drop it in the chat box. For any other visiting Toastmaster, please do so because we are running out of time. You can drop your invitation in the chat box, and for the guests, Toastmaster Milani will have a separate breakout room for you to, if you have any question and if you like to discuss something about Toastmaster or SCBD in general. So for the closing, I will ask Area Director of I3, Toastmaster Aryo, if you have any announcement.
Just little informations that in area I3 there are 4 clubs. The first one is SCBD Toastmasters. The second one is this club, of course. This is a community club. The next club is Ministry of Finance Toastmasters Club. They also have a meeting on Friday, but at 5 p.m. starts and ends usually at 6:30. Then the other club is AAA, which is Absolutely Addictive Advanced Toastmasters Club. It is the only Toastmasters Club in Jakarta. They have a meeting on Monday at 7 p.m., but not every week, but alternating. It usually have a meeting the 3rd and 1st week, if I recall correctly. If it is not, it is the 2nd and 4th. Sorry, I don't remember precisely. And the last one is Jakarta Bahasa Toastmasters Club, which is a Toastmasters Club that is held in Bahasa Indonesia. If you guys are curious how to run in Bahasa Indonesia, you can attend the meeting every Saturday at 10 a.m. in the morning. For more informations, you can find information through Instagram. I'll write down the name afterwards. Thank you so much, Cynthia. Back to you.
Thank you, Area Director, Toastmaster Aryo. So there's also Ultimate Toastmaster. Toastmaster Nia has shared the details in the chat box. It will be every Wednesday. And if you'd like to experience any Toastmaster in the whole world, please do join the Toastmasters Club. So I think the time is up. And I hope you all enjoy our session tonight. It was a heartwarming session, I would like to say, and all the role takers, all the speakers, and all the guests are able to participate in this meeting. So I hope to see you back next week because we will have a session. And with the clapping of my hand, I'll consider the meeting adjourned. Thank you everyone for coming.
Happy weekend.
Happy weekend.
Happy